I think it's time to debunk some myths, like, namely, sometimes people think it takes earth shattering changes to save money on groceries. Honestly, I disagree with that. And I truly believe that we could save money on groceries literally without even trying that hard. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money and More with Jan channel. Thank you so much for being here. And I truly appreciate everybody's time, and I hope that everybody is doing well. Here's an example. Okay, we're not really trying that hard. Okay, right now where I am, the weather is still pretty brr, meaning really, really cold. So in a case like mine, I would whip up a huge pot of soup, for example, in the beginning of the week, and I would use it on and off intermittently throughout the week, maybe a little cup at lunchtime with a slice of toast, or perhaps make it the main meal at dinner with a salad. You see where I'm going with that? That doesn't take much effort to make up a big old pot of soup. And if I use my crock pot, it really, really feels effortless to me. All right, so that's not an earth shattering change. However, it really can save some money. And let's not forget about the beauty of sandwiches. Sandwiches are so convenient. You could dress them up real, real fancy, or you could have a plain and simple one. Depends on your mood. It depends on what you have available. You could work with the stuff you already have in your refrigerator, not even have to purchase anything else. You can make a simple sandwich like an egg salad sandwich or a grilled cheese sandwich or something more fancy than that. Whatever it is that you want. But sandwiches are a great way to go as far as stretching the old grocery budget. I'm just saying. Next, we can make a batch of homemade cookies, for example, like peanut butter or oatmeal raisin. If these are the types of cookies that you like, or a simple sugar cookie, it not only makes you feel like, well, you're getting some fun treat, but it is fun. It sort of feels like the holidays again, if you will, making homemade cookies. I don't know why we reserve baking homemade cookies, many people, for just the holidays. Get that holiday feeling back on a chilly, cold Saturday or Sunday morning, for example. And it doesn't break the bank. And that's the important part. And never forget the huge price difference of outside pizza, for example, versus the kind you can make at home. The kind you can make at home, you have a lot of bases for different things. For example, you can make a simple dough at home. It's really not all that hard. Or you could just take help with, let's say, English muffins that cuts the job down in half. Or you could use pita bread for a very, very, very thin crust pizza. The rest of the ingredients are relatively inexpensive, and we oftentimes have shredded cheese in our refrigerator, or tomato sauce in little cans or in jars. It's really not that complicated. And I don't know about you, but I refuse to spend $40 for pizza. I'm just not going to do anything like that. Also, I really love this new thing that I've learned, and I mentioned it on a prior video. Recently, I learned the easiest way to make hamburgers, and I don't think I'll ever go back to the traditional way ever again. And they come out tasting like a national brand of burgers that you could get outside and spend some money for. This is the easiest thing in the world. Just take an 8x8 pan, spray it with nonstick spray. Take your 1 pound of ground beef, flatten it to the shape of the pan, but making sure you have nonstick under it. On top of that, throw your seasonings. I put some minced onion, garlic powder, adobo, pinch of salt, any of your favorites, salt and pepper, whatever you want on top of it. Threw it in a preheated 350-degree oven. For me, it took me 30 minutes to get it the way I like it. I like to make sure that my meat is done, but sometimes people like their meat a little slightly underdone. So start checking at about 22 minutes, 22, 23. You take it out and you cut it to the size of your sandwich. What I did was I took one piece of American cheese, put it on the corner of the whole little square there, and I just let it melt. And then I put it on my favorite bread. One, two, three, the easiest thing in the world. I would imagine that one could do the very same method with ground turkey or ground pork. I would imagine. I haven't done that yet, but it totally worked out well with the beef. I strongly recommend it. Makes your life easier too. You're not spending a lot of money. I happen to have gotten my ground beef on sale that day, and I did stock up on it. But learning that method, whoa, made me very, very happy. And for a nice, crunchy, delicious treat that doesn't break the bank, and it's good for you actually, pita bread isn't so bad for you. So I cut up some pita bread whenever I want into little wedges, throw it in the air fryer. I spray it with nonstick and I put some garlic powder on that. That's what I enjoy. Perhaps you would like different seasoning. Put it on, throw it in the air fryer at 350 for 5 minutes. Yum! Crunchy, warm, fresh, crispy pita bread. That is a good, delicious, when you just want a crunchy snack. It doesn't break the bank and it's really, really good for you. And by the way, you can also use pita bread if you want to. You could try to make pizza with pita bread. I have done pizza with pita bread. Comes out like a very, very thin crust. You just have to be careful and watch the oven, not let it crisp up way too much. But I'll tell you, that method is really, really good. These are such fast, easy ways to keep your budget down and not break the bank. Always stay stocked up with other things like canned beans for fillers, pickles, things of that nature on the side. Keep a hold on them. See, if you could get possibly the best possible prices on everything. And that really does make a difference. Well, I thought I'd chime in today with these tips. They're really easy. It's a very simple way to save money on your groceries without really even trying. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.